Oz. Okay, so we're back at the High Hall, and we have just freed Ulder Ravengard from his helmet. Well, the Helm of Torm's sight. And he thanks us for helping him. He recognizes Lulu, as she flutters around, and stating that he saw a vision while he was grappling with that while he was grappling with his head, and he saw Lulu in it. He doesn't say Lulu, but I saw that thing while I was grappling with those visions.
What did you see? What was she doing?
I'll start from the beginning. He says he saw a bloodied woman in armor, a soldier wearing the colors and crest of Eltrell, grasping a long sword fit for an angel. Fresh blood streaming from a nasty cut on the woman's cheek. Flying next to her was
this creature?
Yeah. An enormous loping demon was threatening to devour. As an enormous loping demon threatened to devour them, she plunged the sword into the ground while the winged elephant made a trumpet sound with its trunk. The demon was hurled back as an alabaster palace rose up around the sword. The winged elephant fled into the red sky of Avernus, where it watched as a bloody scab grew from the ground to engulf the palace and the enormous demon. The winged elephant fled and just wandered in a delirium before coming across two odd bird-like humanoids just in patchwork armor and standing next to a strange infernal vehicle. The bird creatures were equipped with odd weapons and tools. Lou says, I remember doing that now. And then she goes, oh, that's right. He goes, flapping her wings really excited and says, I remember, I met a pair of bird folk. They're named Chukka and Clonk. You realize these were Kenku.
Okay. Alright. So
they took her to a junkyard called Fort Knucklebone, where they built and repaired infernal war machines, designed to move quickly across the blasted wastelands of Avernus. She says, I'll see if I can notice where they are.
this is locked. It's not letting me... okay, hang on. Let me see if I can type into the notes. Fort Knucklebone. There we go. Chukka and...
Clonk.
So they set up a... what was it?
They set up Fort Knucklebone, where they were built and repaired infernal vehicles designed to move across the wastelands of Avernus. Hey, you're still checking, right?
Alright, so they found Lulu.
Yep.
When she was wandering dazed after the... I'm sorry I can't type. I'm sorry this is going so slowly.
It's okay. Lulu offers to go and see if she can find it by flying up to the top of the cathedral and looking around. If we're okay with that.
Okay, hang on. Around it. So, first it was an alabaster palace and then a red fortress around the alabaster palace?
A fortress grew up around the sword.
Around the sword, yeah.
And a scab grew around the fortress.
Okay, so the fortress was alabaster and then there was a scab over the fortress.
Yes.
Scab grew over. Thank you, Lulu. If you can do that safely, I would appreciate that.
She quickly flies up top of the cathedral and looks out around for a little while. After trumpeting loudly, she returns to see that she can see Fort Knucklebone and estimates it to be no more than 10 miles away.
Well, that's quite close.
gonna need to head out then, so I'll move.
Is there anything that we need to do with the Helm of Torm?
They're gonna keep it.
Okay.
So now we have to find a way out of Eltrell.
Alright, so we're off the ground.
Yeah, we're floating like several miles in the air, pretty much. But there are.
And I forgot how we got up here. Did somebody teleported us?
We got teleported from another plane. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, everybody in here with us is civilians, so they won't have seen how, any demons got in or out.
Correct. Ravengard's going to stay and try and organize everyone, but he did see on his ways around, he was organizing everyone, that there are the chains seem to be how a lot of demons were getting on, and the portal that we saw where the Minotaurs came from is also where most of the demons were coming from.
Okay. So, our two options are to try to climb down the chains or to see if the portal would take us anywhere.
My character's vote no on the portal because I think it's not going to take us. I think it's going to take us to the abyss, which would not be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm going to vote against the abyss. Alright, is it even feasible for us to climb down these chains?
They're really spiked and jagged, so we could, yeah. Looking at them, he's like a lot. They got like a bunch of spikes and spokes on them, so it'll just be a bit of work to climb down. Like they're really rusty.
All right. Presumably, since some of me have explorers packs, we have rope. The question is, does anybody have effectively the type of mountaineering equipment that you would use to just tether all the way so that we could lash ourselves together so that if anybody falls, they're
gonna be caught?
Yeah.
You'd probably have that, but if you want to make like a climbing equipment as well that could work better, give me a dexterity check to try and of any type of tool, like a sleight of hand check to try and like build the machine that you're gonna do for this. I'll try and tie the ropes.
Okay. Nat 20.
You made me some pretty good ropes pretty quickly that you think we'll be able to tie to everyone.
Okay. Alright, so again, not going to make it any easier for us to climb down, but it's going to mean that if anybody does fall, they're not going to get hurt, they'll get caught.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can start. So what order are we going to be like attached in? Lulu's going to fly, so she doesn't have to be attached to us. It's going to be like an order.
I guess Allie's going to be toward the front, Flick's going to be toward the middle, Cassandra's going to be toward the back.
So back, middle, front.
And then you put yours wherever you want them.
He's going to be like right about there, far back, and middle. Okay, Lou's going to keep an eye on us for us, so it's going to take us about... It'll take us about 18 minutes to get down, because if we go as fast as possible, safely.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd rather go safely than
Yeah, the safest we
try
can
to
go
rush
all the
it.
way. The fastest we can go safely will take us 18 minutes to get down.
Okay.
So give me a Constitution saving throw for the first minute. As long as it's
what, for
spike
each of
chain.
us?
Yes.
Okay.
We can keep track of that with this. Do tell.
Allie got a 7.
Okay.
Because Allie can't roll.
My character's
13 for Flick.
that's a pass.
Apparently Allie's having trouble because she's still recovering from. And then 15 for Cassandra.
Okay, so everyone else, one second. So remove 10 hit points from Allie and 5 from everyone else. And also, I need Allie to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Let me finish taking away hit points first.
Rainy is giving me one as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
just
dex
succeed.
saving throw?
Yep.
Alright. And this is not the kind that evasion helps with, right?
Because, yeah, it's not for damage.
Nat 20.
You feel like a bit of burning in your hands and you go, but as you let go to this, your clawed feet just like sink into the post and you cool your hands down like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you manage to get a grip on it again, you start climbing back down. So give me another saving throw.
Con again?
From everyone, yeah. That one.
13 on the percentile roll for Allie.
Okay.
She just can't roll. I mean, it's been consistent. The viewers will tell you. Oh, good. Now,
Who is it this time?
now Flick can't roll either. 69.
Okay.
And, this is the con one?
Yep.
11 from Cassandra.
Cassandra passed. She's going to take 6 damage. And I'm going to add an additional 23 damage to your others because I added an additional 2d6 and I rolled 11 because of course I did. Ooh, is going to res these damage. She might. So everyone who failed gives me a dex saving throw again.
$19.
That's a pass.
$22.
Okay, that's also a pass. Moving down to check number 3. Okay.
More Constitution saving throws?
Yeah, we'll just accelerate this one to go like to 10, I guess.
Oh, good, finally. 20,
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Now it's Cassandra's turn. 23 on the percentile roll.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, that'll be 10 damage to Cassandra and 5 to everyone else.
And then Cassandra needs to give you a dex saving throw as well.
Yep.
Oh, there we are. Sorry, this one's what dex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do fine. Let's put these back. You all are taking a bit of burn damage as like the chains start hissing every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go down to just 10, so we're gonna go down to our 5th one. And we're gonna be another saving throw. This is gonna be repetitive, guys, so you may want to just skip ahead a little bit.
16.
Pass. My character's all passed.
Wait, did I? Let me make sure I did. 16 and then Flick is 9 for Flick.
Okay, that's a fail.
17 for Cassandra.
Okay. Flick failed, so he's going to take 14 damage and give me a dex saving throw.
10.
You pass.
Yay! How much damage did the other two take? The ones
The other
that
two?
succeeded.
They take half of that, which would be 7. On to a little over halfway there. This is going to probably require a bit of a saving, of a heal after this.
A bit?
My gear's already a bit below half health.
Mine are way below half health.
Man, we're almost done.
Well, Cassandra's not. Cassandra's doing okay so far. But Flick and Allie are...
Okay,
Not
so give me
looking
another
good.
bunch of saving throws.
Okay. Allie, 22. Flick, 21. Cassandra, 12.
Okay.
That a fail?
So what are the numbers again?
22, 21, 12.
So you take 4 damage for everyone in order to make a saving throw.
Yay.
Lorraine's doing pretty poorly. She's failed about saving throws as Allie has. Just not crit failed. Okay, we're down to number 3 now. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. So now, everyone give me another con save.
23,
Okay.
15,
Okay.
26 is the percentile roll for Cassandra.
Okay, so that'll be, so everyone who passed, which is everyone but Cassandra, takes 7 damage. And then...
And she takes 14 and gives you a dex saving throw.
Actually, I'm going to roll an extra dice for this. Which is going to be an additional 3, so 17. And then, yes, dex saving throw. I was going to give you disadvantage for the dex saving throw instead of just removing that, but I figured you'd rather just have the extra dice.
23.
You pass. Okay, on to number 2. And we'll give me another saving throw. Second to last one, we're almost at the bottom.
Here's hoping.
My character's passed.
9 from Allie. 18 from Flick.
Okay.
19 from Cassandra.
Okay, so Allie fails. She's going to take 11. Everyone else is going to take 5.
Dex saving throw is 20.
That's a pass. You can have like clean your hands off by latching your claws into it, like by just.
Okay.
And it's really starting to take a toll on you. But last save and throw.
18.
Okay.
87.
That'll be a pass. I'm gonna put the damage for this one though, so it's like down at the bottom.
And 27.
Okay, those are all passes. Aside from the bottom one.
The crit fail.
Yeah. Well, plus I rolled pretty poorly for this, so I think
12.
yeah. And I rolled 5
Alright, so half for the ones that passed, and then full for. Holy moly. Allie is no longer in the worst shape. Because she still has 11 hit points.
Well, Brain has 9.
Yeah, Flick has 4.
I love that climbing a chain was our biggest threat so far. One more check, we probably would have died.
Well, Flick certainly would have, because even if he passed his throw.
Unless I rolled all ones, you would have. So we get to the ground, and you're all just like, "Gah." I think Hazir's probably in the best shape. He's got 35.
Alright, this isn't solvable with, healing spells. We'd wipe ourselves out and still get nowhere near. We're just gonna have to take a long rest.
We're in the middle. We're right next to a giant war zone. We're going to have to get past here. So there's armed legions of devils encircling the enormous posts of infernal iron that are anchored Eldril to the rocky ground. Squads of demons are fighting 10 deep in some places, hurling themselves into devils' ranks. Most of these abyssal troops are lowly mains and dretches, who die quickly in vain attempts to drag down devils, so that stronger demons can strike blows that kill these devils. A dark river cuts a path across the blasted landscape and flows directly beneath the city. Floating on the river are demonic barges being sailed by squadrons of winged devils under the command of a terrifying fiend wearing an eyeless helm and clutching a battle standard. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking, at this point, if Flick trips and falls, he's dead.
So give me a stealth check to try and get through. Give me a stealth check to try and get through so you can get to safety. Because if you stay here too long and take a long rest, you're going to get hit by a stray fireball.
Okay. Alright, here goes Cassandra.
I'm going to use advantage because you're probably pretty grouped. And we'll use a group DC for this, so...
Okay, so am I rolling 2 dice or 1?
2.
Cassandra got an 18.
Good.
Flick got a 15.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. Allie got
Praise Asmodeus.
an 18 instead of a crit fail.
Okay, so we all managed to sneak our way through. Lulu's making sure we're all not too banged up, but we managed to get a long rest, so everyone restore all your hit points.
Yay!
Yeah, if Lorraine hadn't leveled up, she would have been dead. Most of us would have.
Well, same for Flick.
So we probably would have died then. This is probably the most weird version of fun I've ever had. Because when I did this last time, this was just a minor inconvenience. Go show what a weird thing can do. So now we're headed to Fort Knucklebone.
Yes. Let us head forth onto Fort Knucklebone.
A fortified compound sits atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater-pocked landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rust-colored stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock, bones, and metal debris surrounds this land-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse, atop which stands a half a dozen small figures on watch. So, I'll go right about here now. What do you do?
Ask if I can read that. Which chunk?
This one.
Okay. I will only read that, I promise, I swear.
It is a description of the place.
Gatehouse, okay, and that's Fort Knucklebone.
Yeah.
Lulu, do you think they'll remember you?
She says, I'm not sure. I think it's been a while. So,
Well, let's all go forward together, but if you don't mind staying up front with me, just in case.
Is this Cassandra?
No, this is Allie.
Wasn't sure because it seemed a little too gentle to be Allie.
No, Allie's nice.
I figured that was nice, but like in a more professional way. Like so, as we approach you hear, what's the password? Heard from a little, well, let's use this miniature for now, but I'll find a picture of it later. It's like a little creature like up here, about, well, actually I'll find a picture of it now. He yells, what's the password? How do your characters respond? It's this little crap gibbon.
Okay. Alright. I don't know the password.
We don't have a password! And they'll
Excellent.
proceed to fall over laughing, eating their heads off. Do a dance, come on, do a dance, and you'll get inside.
Can we just confirm that with Chukka and Clonk, please, before we... If Chukka and Clonk would like us to do a dance, we can...
Nah, do a little twirl, we'll tell you if you do that. We'll let you in if you do that.
Insight check, do I believe him? Do I even need to roll?
You can roll.
I got a yeah.
They're just messing
They're just
with
messing
you.
with us. Okay.
They're just being scumbags.
Okay.
Eisen goes and gives a weird version of the middle finger to them
Okay.
and says, as with a weird grin on his face, "May we come in now?" He says in like that tone of voice too, like some of my friendly semi. I'm about to firebolt you all to oblivion if you don't shut up and let us in.
Allie raises an eyebrow at them.
They say, quit sounding like idiots, come on in then.
Let's go on in, keeping our eyes open in case they're getting ready to ambush us.
The area enclosed by the rampart is littered with trash and mechanical parts, some put together in ways that resemble a vehicle. Ramshackle structures, built from the same junk as the outer wall, provide shelter. A platoon of small fey creatures
Of small fey creatures?
mill about, all looking like feral gnomes. Several of them sport tall red caps, some of which drip with vile ichor. A pair of kenku examine one of the strange vehicles, chatting each other in high-pitched squawks. These kenku carry an assortment of strange tools. When they see you, they turn to stare in wonder.
Are they staring at us all, or are they staring specifically at Lulu?
I use these measures for them. It's hard to tell. Before you can do anything, one waves in your direction. I'll say this one. As they're telling where you are, he says, "What a deal! Patience is a virtue. Can't keep the boss riding." He then runs off to one of the trash structures.
Okay. Patience is a virtue. Alright, we'll stay put here and wait for him to return.
Moments later, he returns, leading a tall creature wearing a long, tattered shift, covered in mud, blood, mold, and worse. The hag's eyes seem to move independently of each other as he approaches, her straggly brown hair hanging in front of them. Resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that scrutinize her group. Behind her, a hulking creature made of disparate, fiendish body parts trudges, moaning and hopping as it walks. Then both of the hag's eyes focus keenly on your group, and on Lulu specifically. "My goodness," the hag croaks, spittle dripping from her mouth. "Where did you find such a treasure?" Gonna use a da and da.
Does Lulu start to respond? If not, I will.
She's like,
Allie says, well, that depends on what or whom you're referring to as a treasure.
She says, I was talking about Lulu here. I understand she knows Zariel.
And did we already know that?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
We already knew that. She told us.
Alright, yeah. So many sessions, hard to keep track. Well, I'm glad to know that you're already acquainted with Lulu. Lulu recommended that we come here to find out more about, well, about what happened.
I see. I believe I can help. I know a ritual I may be able to perform that could help restore your... Would you mention her... So you made it clear her memories were gone, right?
Yeah,
So she says, I know a way to restore memories that are lost or locked away. I can help with that. This is going to be so much fun.
Do all of my people would like to do insight checks or whatever is appropriate to
Insight,
see if
yeah.
we trust her? Allie gets a 19.
Okay.
Flick gets a 27.
Okay.
And Cassandra gets a 17.
So, Flick and Allie both realize that she's really interested in Zariel in particular. Flick in particular realized that she's really interested in Zariel and Lulu's connection to Zariel, it seems.
Mm-hmm. But we don't get a feel for whether she's telling the truth about being able to help her.
That you all can think she's telling the truth about that.
Okay.
She wouldn't lie about that. You think she
Okay,
lie about
that was the thing that I was wanting to check on.
Sorry, I thought I mentioned that.
Yeah, I just wanted to
I
make
have
sure.
the brain farts. She's so excited because she wants to be able to, because she has some sort of, because she wants to help with this and she knows she can, and now she has the ability to do so. It's like giving her like some sort of
Yay!
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Alright. Lulu, would you like to give this a try then?
Lulu goes, yeah, let's do this. She has a little bit of pause though, like that, so. And she seems a little hesitant, but she seems willing to try it. Maggie says, I will need some time to prepare the ritual. Feel free to stick around until then. It's better safe here than anywhere else in Avernus.
Thank you. I guess we should, before she ran off, did I have time to ask her